Hi guys, welcome to Popcorn and Gore Flicks. For the year 2024, I'm working on this new shelf right here. And I'm doing a whole bunch of fantasy, adventure, sci-fi. So I'm adding to this shelf right here. So I'll be adding more um, of some of my favorites. It's going to be some VHS plus some regular other sci-fi too also, and then some sci-fi series too also. I got this one playing in the background right now. I have America 3000 playing in the background. So we get over to that. So we have America 3000 playing in the background. So I'm going to be adding a whole bunch to the list too also. So what I did is I wrote everything down. And I got a total entire list of what's going to go on that particular shelf. And I have everything already laid out in front of me already. And it's going to be some of the greatest sci-fi that I have composed. So we'll be taking some of these titles down. Right now we have America 3000 playing in the background. So these will be some of the titles that I'm going to be adding onto this shelf right here. So this is a shelf I'm working on right now. So I'm just going to be adding some things out and bringing some things in. I do also have the secondary shelf already up to also. So I'm picking from here, separating from action adventure to classic sci-fi. So I'm taking from over here. Most of this is my Doctor Who stuff and some other classic sci-fi that I already had dug from before. So we have America 3000 playing. One of my favorite classic features. And then also I'll be adding to this folder right here and bringing things back into this particular basket so that way I can have everything already organized already. So we have America 3000 playing in the background, one of my favorite sci-fi features. It's on a 4-pack with Time Guardian, the Arena, and it's one more too also. That's on that same wheel too also. The Eliminators. Alright guys, so this is the entire wheel that I have to put together. I'll zoom in on some of the titles. I just want to come at y'all guys with a 2024 video of what I'm organizing already. My sci-fi fantasy action collection. Get everything all put up and put in. And a lot of them are going to be on here too also, which I'll explain in just a minute. So I'm digging from here too also. But since a lot of stuff is available now on Blu-ray, because a lot of this stuff came on the DVD first, and then, from VHS to DVD, and now some of them are being released by, boutique labels on Blu-ray. So that's going to be going on that shelf that I showed you before. So I'm taking all of it apart. So far, guys, it took me 3 days. This is the 4th day already that I'm working on this. And I have a lot of titles to go over, to put up. And then there's some other ones too. Like I said, this one's playing right now. America 3000 is playing right now. And then in the background, I have my VHS too also that I'm going to be pulling from too also to show y'all some of the ones I'm going to be pulling from too also. The Abyss, Deep Star 6, Leviathan. Just about a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be putting together. So I had composed a list. So I should go over that list and show y'all guys what that list is going to be like. So this is all going to be on a new shelf. Okay, so we start at the top with Cherry 2000. Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared Sin. Hands of Steel, which I do already have this already, but I want to get it on DVD separated. Now, what I mean by each one, I'm collecting VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. So, however format I can get, I want to get it. Chud, which I used to have Chud on VHS, but I'm going to get it again. So I had lost it over the years. Deep Star 6, Leviathan, Liqueur and the Outlaws, aka Starship. I'll be getting this too also on VHS or DVD. This is an import, so I think I'll have to order this maybe from eBay. Lords of the Deep. Now, this one right here, Lorca and the Outlaws, has 2 different titles. Basically, it's Starship. So that's the name of the title for that one because it's an import. And then also She Wolves of the Wasteland, which I'll be ordering that from Cheesy Flicks. I had just tracked that down yesterday, so I'll be making an order for that. Galaxy of Terror. That's another Roger Corman. I'll be ordering that too also. Now this is Forbidden World. I'll be also ordering that. Planet of Dinosaurs, which is coming from Cheesy Flicks too also. It'll be coming along with that and Wars of the Wasteland. She Wolves of the Wasteland will be all on that same order. Star Crash is available on Blu-ray, so I'll be ordering that. The Phantom Planet too also. I'll be ordering that. Hercules, because all the Hercules I do have is from another guy that played Hercules back in the 60s. So I want this one because it's more up to date. And this one's is starring Luther Rigno and Sybil Downing, because I wanted to get this one too also. And Raiders of Atlantis, which is also available on Blu-ray. And we're going over to the next side of the page. Now, all this is going to be on the new shelf. Guys, click that like button and subscribe if you like what I do. Just want to come at y'all guys with a quick tutorial of what I'm doing once I put this shelf all together. I'll be able to show the shelf off. We got Stryker. We got Sisterhood. We got the New Barbarians. We got Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis. I already have this on. That's why you don't see it says VHS. I already have this on VHS already. I just need it on Blu-ray, which is available already. Because if you actually look at what I do have, Virus would be here. So I already have Virus already on VHS. So that's going to go on the shelf too. So I'm doing a lot of rearranging things and moving things around and categorizing things too. Also getting things put up and set in the range. The one that's going to be a real challenge is going to be the Abyss. So I have to check again to make sure, because I need to get this on DVD or Blu-ray. So I'm checking right now, because that's going to go on the shelf too also. And then also it's going to be this one too also. Space Hunter and the Forbidden Zone. It's going to be on that shelf too also. Now I already have a lot of the Terminator. I already have a lot of those. I got the VHS. I have the DVD, and I also have the Blu-ray. So I'm pretty much ready to go on that. On this side too also, I'll be happening to order and also do have the Exterminator too also, which is another good classic that I normally have too also, that I'm going to range on that. So that's going to be another one that I'm going to have. So it's just kind of hard just tracking some things down and getting some things put back onto the shelf too also. And of course on Mad Max, I have a lot of copies of my Mad Max already pretty much together. So I'm just now digging from this list. So this is where we are now on the back of this list. So okay, so we left off at Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis, which is this one right here, which I already have on DVD, on Blu-ray. On DVD. I'm sorry, on VHS. I just need to have it on Blu-ray and DVD. Your Hunter from the Future. I'll be ordering that too also. Any format. 1990s, A Bronx Warrior. And Android. Also. And then Cyborg 2. I have Cyborg 2 already. Let me show you where Cyborg 2 is at. Cyborg 2 is on, is in this one right here. So I have Cyborg 2. What happened was my case got messed up, so I have to get another case for Cyborg. So what I do is I'll order another Blu-ray jacket and then put her back in there. So I do have Cyborg 2. And to make sure I kept her along with the Terminator. So I'll be digging from majority of some of these, trying to put everything back into the collection to have everything already put, evenly on the shelf. And then Nemesis, I already do have Nemesis too also, because Nemesis 3 is what I was trying to get time-lapse. So I'll be ordering that too also. I'm straight on the Alien stuff like that. I used to have the 20th anniversary, or this is the 50th anniversary, one of the two of the on VHS. So I'll be ordering that too also, which is the original. I don't want the second one. I just get the first one on VHS. So don't forget, guys, click that like button and subscribe if you like what I do. And this is coming at y'all guys with a quick up-to-date tutorial. I'm working on shelf number 6 for 2024. So we left off at Cyborg 2, which I already have. I'm just waiting for a jacket for her. Escape from the Bronx, I'll be getting that one. And then Exterminators of the Year 3000. And then She, which is also available on Blu-ray, so I'll be ordering that. And then Body Count, starring Bridget Nielsen, I'll be actually ordering that. So this, everything right here is going on the entire shelf. So there will be 28 movies that will be going on the shelf for that particular one. And this will be my sci-fi fantasy for action fantasy adventure. And then I'll be moving over to the second series. Up here we have America 3000 playing. Yeah, guys, so I'll be getting all this ready to go. So let me show you another thing, guys, too, also, which is what I have on here, because basically I'm digging from my Invasions package. And on some of these already too, also, so a lot of these are already got. I just want to make sure that I'm really double checking things. So basically, this is what I've been doing for the past couple of days, guys. I haven't been posting a video in a while, which I promise, guys, because I've been working on this shelf, because this shelf is very, very sort of lucrative that I get this shelf together, because this is going to be a very serious shelf, because this is going to be my director shelf. And I'm basically putting a lot back because I lost a lot of things on VHS. So I'm basically putting some things back that I did lost on VHS. So let's give y'all guys a slow pan of what I do have available for VHS. So I have some pretty impressive titles still left, like that Wizard of Oz. I still have that Wizard of Oz. And I also do have that one too also. Dune, which I do also have too also, so I'll be adding that on there. Time Bandits, which I also have that too also. It's on and on and on and on, but it's just a lot of them that I pretty much want to put back. Let me move that out of the way. So I did a lot of organizing too also. I got the second shelf up already too. Y'all had seen me organize that too also, which was pretty easy. Just added that to it too also. It's been added. So the shelf doesn't look pretty bad. I just got to pretty much add other things that I'm working on the shelf. And then I'll continue to get a lot of these titles put away. So I'm on my 80s, 90s kick. And like I say, this shelf is going to be very, very badass, because I kind of want to put everything in order. So I had to take some things off the shelf and actually order it, and have the rest ordered. I wanted to get the steel book for this one too also, because I want to have that displayed too also. It's going to be on the second shelf, so I'll be having that on there too also. So like I said, guys, I'm digging through my Invasion collection, Mill Creek collection, to put everything back. And this is that full pack that I told you that's playing right now. So we have America 3000 playing in the background. Because the next double feature I'm going to do with that America 3000, I'm going to kind of do a double feature, because normally I play these two together, because I mainly got it for these three. America 3000 is going to be paired with the Bronx Warriors. And then I'm going to pair it up to also with She Wolves of the Wasteland, which is going to be almost like a broad kick-ass type of sci-fi feature that I'm pretty much working on right now. And then all the rest of these over here are my sci-fi features mini-series that had played on the Sci-Fi channel, like, you know, these ones right there. They also was featured Mega Piranha versus Octopus, Poseidon Rex, Shark versus Octopus, and Sharks in Venice. And those were the main sci-fi features that had played on the Sci-Fi channel. All right, so let me show you guys what I was talking about before, because there's a lot of stuff that I was doing on here too. Also, Hands of Steel, which is also, I'm going to get that too also separate, which I already had that on there on the list too. Also, Hands of Steel. So I'm basically just digging from my Mill Creek collection and then actually putting things together. Water Robots, I'll be ordering that too also. It's going to be coming from Cheesy Flicks too also. because this collection is going to be almost like a very, very serious collection that I want to put together. Escape from Galaxy 3, I forgot all about that. Escape from Galaxy 3 should be on my list too also. So I have to put that on my list too also, Escape from Galaxy 3. Because what happened is Escape from Galaxy 3 is going to go along with Star Crash, this one right here. So it's supposed to be Planet of the Dinosaurs, Star Crash, and Escape from Galaxy 3, 1990, A Bronx War, and it was supposed to have been Metal Storm, The Destruction of Judson, Charlie 2000, but Charlie 2000 is going to go hooked up with America 3000. So I'm doing kind of double features in here. Y'all guys know how I do it. Click that like button, subscribe, guys, if you like what I do. Just been spending my whole entire 2024 kind of just getting my collection together. Just working on this new shelf is kind of like really got my time already booked out because I want to kind of take time doing it. This is why this is the third day me doing this, because I started Tuesday of last week, and then what happened was I stopped a little bit because I had to do some other things, so that don't count. So the rest of the days were consistent because it was like online searching eBay. I mean, just tracking these things down, especially when it comes to all of the VHS tapes, because what happened is I'm going to put the VHS that I lost. I'm going to put those back. Because there was a lot of them that I did lost, and some of them are like really weren't really all that. But it's just like I said, my main thing was going to be the Abyss, the Virus, Jamie Lee Curtis Virus. Those are all these are the ones that you see, the only ones that I do have that survived out of my whole entire collection that I used to have. And I used to have a lot of VHS tapes, but at least my only ones that kind of survived. So they kind of very special to me. And I kind of really hold on to them, especially when the days where media is kind of like very scarce, and streaming services kind of suck, which is I'm not a streaming person anyway. I'm more of a physical media guy. I try not to get into that streaming versus collecting, because y'all guys know what it is, because my thing is that, like I say, right now I have America 3000 playing, and on another screen behind me I have something else playing. So it's like, I can just pop it on whenever I want it. I can just pop it right on. I don't really have to worry about, all this kind of subscription bullshit and all this other shit. Just pop it right in and have it played. Easy peasy. So I always was a collector anyway, especially since I was 16 years old. I've been collecting for a very long time. So I got to make sure I add this onto the list too. Also, so I'm going to have to write this down. Escape from Galaxy 3. And the reason why Escape from Galaxy 3, because this one was starring David Hasselhoff and the girl who played in Star Wars. So both of those two were kind of like in this film too also. So this is the reason why I want to have that. But I'm gonna double feature them up with Star Crash. Because I thought that was the ultimate feature. The Brother from Another Planet, I already have this already, so it's pretty cool. But Escape from Galaxy 3, I forgot to write that, so that goes on this list too also. I have to definitely write that on this list. So, and plus I didn't think of that just until now, so that's how crazy it was. All right, so make sure I go over everything else again. 100 has also been added to also, and of course Mission Stardust. So because I'm working on a different wheels, because I already have this already on a classic wheel, because I got a classics wheel, which is that over there. That's set over there. I already have stuff already on that section already. I already showed y'all what shelf that's on. That shelf contains stuff like The Outer Limits, other stuff like that. Doctor Who, Lost in Space, that stuff is on that particular side. Devil Girl from Mars, the Green Slime, stuff. All that stuff is on that particular shelf right there. You know what I mean? On that shelf. But for right now, I'm working on the fantasy action part of it, or the fantasy adventure part of it. So 100 is on there too also, because that's another thing too also. What I'm going to do is hook her up with Red Sonja and Conan the Barbarian, which I do have Conan on the side, on the adventure side. He's over there with the adventure side. Let me show you what the adventure section is. This will be my adventure shelf over there. Conan and all them are back here behind Spartacus. Conan and all guys are back there. because that's more of the action adventure side of things. So right now I'm working on the fantasy side of it. All right, so I had to make sure I took out too also the green slime, because the green slime is going to be on there too also, which is one of my favorites too. So that's going to go in this bucket over there. So I'm going to be organizing things. So I'm going to put everything in this bucket right here as I'm bringing it in. As they come in, I put them on the shelf, and they're going over to the new shelf where I showed y'all before on shelf 6. So I haven't forgot to write down Escape from Galaxy 3. Because that's going to be on that shelf too also. Battle Beyond the Sun, I already had just wrote that down already earlier. I do already have that already on my hard drive. And actually, I just downloaded a Blu-ray copy of that too also. So I already have that like 3 different times. I believe that's Roger Corman's too also. And he does have a full pack. I might just go ahead on and get it anyway. Because this is going to be tonight's feature too also, Battle Beyond the Sun. Just make sure I'm going over things, making sure everything is pretty much taken care of. So I'm going to take some of the... Oh yeah, Raiders of Atlantis, which I already had on my page already. You see Raiders of Atlantis is right here. The Blu-ray is already available, so I'll be ordering that. That's why you see the check mark there. Galaxina, I already do have that already, and I also do have Barbarella too also. Okay. All right, so yeah, we are ready to go. And then the other one contains all the Hercules stuff. Like I said, that guy was a different Hercules from 1963. I want the one that's from 83, starring Luther Rigno and Sybil Dowling. So I'll be ordering that. So let me make sure I go back to Escape from Galaxy 3, because I have to write that down on this list right. All right, so we are right here. All right, so Escape from Galaxy 3. So I put my pen on that and then write that down on that pad right there, Escape from Galaxy 3. So, all right, so all these will be on the ones that are going to be on the new shelf. So now that we have our list already together already, and we have some of the features that are already going to be on that shelf already, so let's go ahead on and move over Galaxy onto this page, onto this site right here, because we already have in the background America 3000 running. Let's go ahead and put the green slime in there, because we already had the green slime coming up next. All right, so we're going to start from this angle. So I just want to come at y'all guys with a little bit of a fantasy, because it's basically going to be Virus, the Abyss, of course, you know, it's going to be that one too also, along with Metal Storm, Jared Sin. So it's going to be Nemesis. So let's create a little pile here. So we're going to have Nemesis. We're going to have the Terminator. Okay, we're going to have Aliens. We're going to have Starship Troopers 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to have the Dawn Seeker, which is one of my favorites too also. So I'll show y'all guys as I'm adding them on. I'll just, you know, show y'all guys a little bit of a tutorial just to get the glare off, because I know the glare is pretty much hideous. So we got the Dawn Seeker. We have the Starship Troopers. We have our Aliens 1 and 2. We have our Terminator. And then also inside here, we have Cyborg 2 featuring Angelina Jolie. And we have our Nemesis. Okay, so that's going to be our first lineup. Now we're going to start moving towards, we have Battlestar Galactica Blood and Chrome. Now also we'll be ordering to also, it's going to be on this shelf to also Battlestar Galactica 2004. I'll be ordering that. And then some other things too also. But right now I just want to work on getting this section all together. Survivor, which is another good one too also. These didn't come on Blu-ray. These are DVDs. So what happened was I just cut the jacket down and put them inside of Blu-ray jackets. Robot Overlords. I did a good job on putting them in there because it looks actually perfect. You guys couldn't really tell that this came from a DVD. And I'll show y'all what I'm talking about on the inside. If you can look at it, you see where it says DVD? You wouldn't be able to tell. I cut it down really good. I take a lot of pride in my media. Okay, and this one already was a real Blu-ray, the Pacific Rim. And actually it contains everything that was already on the inside already. Let me move my thing over on the side. So that way it wouldn't be in the way. Okay. So this will be the real Pacific Rim here. So I wouldn't have to be reaching all around. I just grab them from over here and then bring them there. All right, so we have Total Recall. I do have the Total Recall on DVD, which was over here. Okay. So I just put all of, you know, them together onto one little disc because I already had ordered this on. I already had it on DVD anyway. So what I did is I put the DVD on inside here, and then what happened was is that I put the Blu-ray. The actual Blu-ray is on here. So what happened was is that I'm gonna order another case that has it where it has two different types. It holds two discs, and I'm gonna put the Blu-ray and the DVD inside. That's why I have it separated. Some people will say, why don't you just put the Blu-ray in here? No, because what happened was is that I kind of want the Blu-ray up first, because all these are majority Blu-rays and DVDs, but the way I'm putting it on the shelf is totally different. So, because in here I kind of like do things a little bit different. All right, so. And then also we have Serenity 2 also, which is a DVD. Serenity is pretty nice. And then we also have Dune, of course, which is the original Blu-ray. I didn't cut this down. This already came like this. This is the original Blu-ray. That's why I say, guys, you couldn't really tell if I did cut it down or not. I did a good job on it. And this is original Blu-ray to you also. Time Bandits. Original Blu-ray. Okay. And then my Wizard of Oz. Which I do have original on VHS. Still in good condition. Untouched, unmoved. Briefly done. And this was in my 132 place when I used to collect all my VHS back in the early 80s and 90s. So on that shelf, it was down there almost 133 VHS was on that shelf. VHS was my thing then because I was always into collecting. I would usually go to Earl's and go to Blockbuster, and I would sit there and just collect, and this until I couldn't really take it anymore. And my collection started to grow, and then shortly after going to college, coming back, I lost a lot of my DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS. And this was one of the ones I had purchased too also. I actually got this from off the shelf, and then I actually told the guy, I was like, oh, look, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. So he was like, well, all right, cool. Please be kind and rewind. Y'all guys remember this. If y'all remember going to the video store. See, this is what I'm saying, guys, about collecting physical media. This is something that you can't have on streaming. This is something that you don't really get when you stream. You don't get to have the love of having the physical media in your hand. And I think that that's one thing that streaming lacks. And if you're streaming and you think it's pretty cool, hey, that's fine, that's you. But just notice that the collecting physical media, to me, has different standpoints. We're not in it for just how the jacket looks. We're in it for the jacket plus the media that it's on. So if you guys are collecting just for the way it looks and stuff like that, I don't think that's not a good way that you should be collecting. You should collect because of your love and your nostalgia for the actual media, especially if you grew up on it. Like, these are some of the things that we grew up on. Okay, to give y'all guys an idea, I grew up on Time Bandits. Okay, I grew up on The Wizard of Oz. Okay, these are things that I grew up on. So these are things that are really, really nostalgic on it. I remember when I went to the movies to see this shit, dude, and it's like I never could really not remember those times when movies would come out and you would go and you would see them and you would just have the love of the physical media, in your hand. Just being able to just have it in your hand. It's just a joy, especially if you were like me, growing up, and you remember going to the movies to see Time Bandits, Conan the Barbarian. I mean, shit, Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, I can just go on and on. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I mean, just about everything. So that's why I have a lot of media. It's a reason why we collect a lot of media. It's a reason why we hold on to those old days. And like I say on this one, when they were walking down the Yellow Brick Road, I was just enchanted. I was jumping up and down and really enjoying this damn thing, and I was like, wow, that's it. I gotta have it. I gotta get it. So they end up having it on VHS, and I end up just getting it. And then I just started to watch countless and countless of times where people just seem to lost their enjoyment over media. And then for me, it's like I have not one, but I have two working VHS players in here, and like I said, my love for physical media would never change at all, and then like I said, this is something that streaming cannot replace for me. Like I said, no disrespect to those who stream or anything like that, but just don't cross the line, guys, by saying that streaming is a new way. That is not the new way. All it is the new way for them to get money from you. That's what the new way is. So people need to start to understand why things are turning the way that they're turning. Turning people from things that they collect and they love is robbery to me. Because anytime you're going to do that and you're going to tell people that this is what, you're talking them out of the nostalgia purposes of these people really, love these things, and I'm one of the ones that love that. And I'm always going to be the one that's going to hold down physical media. This is why I have tons and tons of physical media in here to this day. I have TV shows. Guys, click down on the like button. Let me know that you like this video and subscribe. And thank you for all my new subscribers that have subscribed. Welcome to Popcorn and Gore Flicks. And I'm in the process of creating a 6th shelf of all of my fantasy action from the early 80s and 90s. So we'll be collecting more that I'm going to be ordering. I just showed y'all guys a list. And right now in the background, we have America 3000 playing. And like I said, guys, it's collecting physical media is something that that it's very, very nostalgic. It has nostalgic purposes, And I can go down the line on every tape of when I saw it, and then and then even all the way onto this side over here, to where when you see School Days, Cooley High, the Blues Brothers, The Last Dragon, I'ma Get You Sucker, New Jack City, A Time to Kill, Color Purple, Office Space, Clueless. And I got more behind too also, because this collection is already growing. And so what I did was I set up a different collection in the back where I had other media that I was bringing out too also. So you would have, let me move back and get y'all guys an angle. Just to show y'all guys what nostalgia per Malcolm X, Crooklyn, which I do also have on VHS too, also, which is right there. And then we have School Days, which I also have right there. To show y'all guys how much nostalgia is in it. Paid in Full, Beach Street, the whole damn collection. Crush Groovin'. So this is what we grew up on. These are the things that we grew up on, guys. You know, and these are the things that you can't get back. You know, these are the days that are to be remembered. And I think that streaming don't offer that. Streaming offers, just like I say, another way to get money out of you. Because that's what they want. That's what they want to do anyway. Get money out of you. And then if we're talking more, this is another section over here that I had pretty much worked out pretty good. If we're just talking, don't forget, guys, click that like button and subscribe if you like what I do. And then feel free to check out all of my box set reviews when it comes to my classic TV series shows too also. I did a lot on that when it comes to the TV show series and all that kind of good stuff like that. So I have finally got that shelf together. And if you go up, we have Genie with Genie. We have just about everything that's going on. This is what nostalgia means. This is what collecting means. Title for title. I had just about everything up here. This is what collecting means. I have a lot of stuff that's behind it. So if you was to move Laverne and Shirley, just about everything I have. Okay. I did a good job on that shelf, working that shelf out really good. Then we have our Spartacus shelf with featuring Xena and all the rest of the good stuff. Okay, there's certain things that you can't get back. And then on my side here, I always have like, I know it's kind of like hard for you guys. Let's give you a look at, like I said, America 3000 is playing in the background. It's one of my favorite classics. Some of my 80s kick. I like how he finds out, he presses the button and all of a sudden it comes out. It's pretty cool. America 3000. Then we have Stay Puft from Ghostbusters. Over here we have my exploitation shelf. Just about everything is over there, all put together. And then this is the shelf where everything's going on, but all the new stuff that I showed y'all that's going to be going on, all those 28 movies are going to be here on this shelf here. This is another one that I already had put together too also, which I'm pretty proud of this shelf too also. So thanks to the Blue Boy, I just got the Three's Company, whole complete. Just about everybody's behind there. Kate and Alley, Fall Guy, Good Times. Just about everybody's behind everything. Especially behind Bionic Woman. You know, we have a lot of good things that are behind each. And then this is the action adventure section that I had set together yesterday. So this is the action part of it. So I had that set up too also. Then I also added a Western section, which is also my favorite. I'll be adding more to this section too also of James Arnett's Gunsmoke, which is one of my favorites too also. Can I have Gunsmoke? Well, have all together without having Gunsmoke. And then on this side, we also are working on this side, getting this side together. Once I have everything together, we'll be pretty much ready to go. Let's go to the line and show y'all guys a little bit more. Some of the titles that I'll be putting all together. And hopefully tonight I have this all put together and already worked out pretty good and have everything all ready to go. Like I said, the bisque and stuff like that, I'm working on just having everything ordered and in at the same time and get everything ready to go. A lot of my boutique labels are already pretty much ready to go and good to go on all of my boutique stuff. So I have a lot of favorites too also. And Vinegar Syndrome is one of my favorite. Blue Underground also, Severin, Kino, Earl, just about, all of them, Shout Factory, just about Code Red. All of them are my favorites, really. I don't really have one favorite. I used to like Oliver Films too, also before they went off. So it's like a lot of stuff that did collect. It was pretty cool too, also. And I also do have posters on the wall too, vintage posters of all my stuff that I normally have. So we still got America 3000 playing. One of my classic sci-fi features. A giant 24 by 36 Night of the Living Dead poster. It's one of my favorites. Julia Voth from Bitch Slap. Over here at the top, we have the Munsters, along with one of my classics on that side right there. And then we also have my Death and Dames collection up here. It's my Dark Noir cinema. I also have a lot of Dark Noir. I have tons of that, so I'm not really have to worry about all that. Here, my Doctor Who stuff over here on this side right here. So I had to get all this stuff already situated and put together already. So I'm working on both these two shelves both together too also. And I'll be ordering the new edition of It Came From Outer Space, because I want it for the booklet too also, so that I can show it off on the second shelf. So I also do have the Magnetic Monster too also. So I'm good on my classic sci-fi. I'm just getting my sci-fi fantasy section together, which is where I created another side, Destiny of the Daleks, which is my favorite series. I had a whole entire thing. The Sea Devils too also are my favorite, and Carnival of Monsters. I have all the Doctor Who's, by the way. Just got to get everything organized and keep everything put together, and have everything set up and done up pretty much right. So we have a lot of stuff too. Also Spaceballs, like I said, Devil Girl from Mars. This one also was one of my favorites too. Also, From Hell It Came, which is going to be another one of my selections too. Also that I'm going to add to the other side too. Also, and then right behind that was also. Let me make sure that she's in. Yeah, she's in. Okay, good. All right, so we have the Data Earth Stood Still, and we have on this side, we also have Lost in Space, along with some other things too also, and we have Forbidden Planet, Leslie Nielsen. Over here is what's in this one right here is a lot of the stuff that came out of the classic sci-fi stuff. Like, so you have like Flash Gordon, you have like Clutch Cargo, Tales of Frankenstein. All that stuff is inside of this one right here too. Also the sci-fi adventure fantasy, and then Tales for Tomorrow, and along the rest of the stuff too also. And then also we have the unaired pilot of Lost in Space, which is also on the original Lost in Space, which is the remastered one. It also contains that one. So I have all three of the Lost in Space. I'm just digging from all of my collection, moving things around. So this is the newest of the Lost in Space remastered edition, which contains the unaired pilot and all that kind of good stuff. Everything's already inside here, beautifully done and remastered. And they did a damn sure good job too also of it. Also, Star Trek, my favorite too also, Captain Kirk. Rest in peace to Lieutenant Uhura. So I already did a review on that too also. Guys, check me out for all my other reviews down at the bottom. Outer Limits, which is my other favorites too also, collection out of the collection series. And then this one is the original Lost in Space that came from the original box set, which is, as you can see right there. That was the first box set that came out. When they housed the Versus series, I think they were all in black and white. So it started off with that one before I upgraded to the other one. So I'm going to be up all night pretty much setting my collection up, getting everything all organized and getting everything together. So I'm digging from both sides of the collection to try to compose for that area over there. Because basically over here is classic sci-fi. Then I'm going to have one for fantasy adventure on the other side, which is what I'm working on now. America 3000. which is one of my favorites. Man. I love this damn thing. It's like awesome. So I'm collecting like a lot of the bras. Let's hook up a lot of bras and having them on that second shelf. Once I put that shelf together, it's going to be pretty badass. So you got Stay Puft on that side. You got Woody on this side. You know, it's pretty much badass, ready to go. And I have this monitor because it's perfect size monitor. I didn't want anything real big because I got a 55 on the other side. I have nothing but Samsungs in here. I wanted it to be this size because I didn't want everything to overshadow my poster in the top corner. And it looks really good on this type of side right here. Because I have these two figurines are pretty big, so to have a 55 over here wouldn't be so good. This is why I put the 55 on this side, so that way I have everything all ready to go. And there's my working VHS player for nostalgia purposes, and the other three are downstairs in my master theater room. There's my towering theater system, 1,000 watts of Adobe DTS, beautifully done, plus insulation. My media theme bed, already put together. Beautifully done. And another gigantic 24 by 36 poster. Actually, this is a 32 by 36, something like that poster of None of That. Sarah Nicklin. So all the way up to the top. Gigantic. Another poster from Night of the Living Dead, because I'm a huge fan of Night of the Living Dead. There's a daughter from Night of the Living Dead. So I just want to show off some of my posters. Yeah, guys, so I'm pretty much pleased at how everything turned out in this room. So I just want to come at y'all guys with a little video. I don't want to keep y'all guys too long. Don't forget, guys, click that like button, subscribe if you like what I do. So I have a lot of sorting out to do. I have to pretty much organize everything and put everything all ready to go. Like I said, I have my master list of everything that I need to have already written down already. So I have to go ahead and order all these and then have everything put to that shelf over here. That's where all this stuff is going at right there. So I got America 3000 playing in the background, which is one of my favorites. Can't wait to get into other features too tonight. So it'll be tonight we have America 3000, which is playing. And we're going to also have the Abyss. And some other ones going to be playing tonight too. Also Leviathan, because I have a lot of features on my hard drive too also, because I have a huge terabyte hard drive of movies. I don't just collect physical, I collect all kinds of ways. Hard drive, you name it. Physical, you name it. So I don't have to worry about commercials, I don't have to worry about streaming, I don't have to worry about no bullshit. I can just spray my ass down and keep it moving. America 3000. So we have a lot going on here, so I have to organize all of these for tonight. So once I have everything already set up for tonight, I get all these stuff put up already. And since we know what I'm going to be starting off with, so I'll be starting off with some selections from over here onto that shelf. So basically what I do is start just putting them up here like this, and then I just start organizing them. And this is going to be the Invasion shelf going all the way across. It's going to be the fantasy part of it. So since we already know what I'm going to be working on this shelf, it'll be some of the features that I'll be adding on to that. And then, like I said, you'll be having the Abyss. You'll be having Jamie Lee Curtis Virus. You'll be having Space Hunter. And since I already have the Terminator already, the Terminator will actually be just one of the ones that, you know, that will be setting up in the front. And then we also have Mel Gibson to the side. So that would be, these ones would be actually the ones that would be on the shelf, but, you know, instead they're going to be in the VHS area of where I put them at. So these will be some of the features that I'll be adding to on VHS. So hopefully I can be able to track these down. And then when I do track them down, man, it's going to be a real treat because you guys have no idea what it means to All right, so that makes a good thumbnail. And all those will be for today. So I have to organize everything and put everything away. And have everything already set up. There was another one too also that I wanted to show you guys too also before I exit this video. And especially the Abyss. Every time I watch the Abyss, it just totally takes me away. And they also won an award too also for this too also when it came out. Show you guys another one too also, like I was telling y'all guys before. Of course, you know I love all my Schwarzenegger stuff, but the Exterminator. The Exterminator is cool. I didn't like the Exterminator 2, but I love the Exterminator 1 too also, which I mean by, you know, very, very nostalgic classic stuff that I normally wouldn't get into watching. I normally just bring it out all the time and just kind of like just let it roll, man, you know. And like I said, you end up being in a different area just by watching stuff like that. Like I remember when we went to the movies to see this one too also, True Lies with Jamie Lee Curtis. And then, you know, I was like, wow, I'm getting that. And then what happened was is that they had it on VHS as soon as it came out in the video store. So I was like, I'm getting that in the cart. And there was. And that little shot right there is from at the end when he actually saved the whole damn thing and saved her. And they worked out really good. So I thought they were really badass at the end for that shot right there. So that was really, really one of the ones that I always did like, that particular shot, you know, of them just together like that. So yeah, just little stuff like that is what I mean, guys, by when I say nostalgia. You know, it's just like, you know, you can just come over here and just grab it, you know, especially what's going to come to the Scarface. Everybody loves Scarface. You know, everybody, you know, you should be able to have it. You should be able to go to your collection and be able to pull it out. You should be able to have it. And say hello to my little friend. Especially Desperado. You know, I have my Desperado. You know, I always like my Desperado going on. So, you know, you got to have it. My Untouchables, you know, I always keep them all together. You know, Desperado, Untouchables, you know, I always keep them all together. You know, it's just some things, guys, that you just got to have the physical part of it. You know, Untouchables. Get a little bit of that Bumpy Johnson up in you. You know, Collateral Damage, which is another one of my favorites too also. I love Collateral Damage. It was pretty cool. And then we have Eraser, which is another one of my favorites too also. So totally badass, especially when this came out too also, because even though she was okay, but you know, I like the part that she was all scared and all that kind of good stuff like that. But he was like, "Call me, you just been erased." And he takes her ass out of there. She's just like totally afraid of the whole goddamn shit. So, you know, Vanessa Williams, she wasn't the best of the actors, but she did a good job. I give her credit for that. She really did look the part. That's the best I can say. She looked the part. And everybody remembers Stargate and stuff like that. And everybody remembers when this came out to home video too also, because this was like on the Laserdisc wars and Betamax and all. They had a gigantic poster of this in the store. And I remember them saying that Spark, and then you know, the search for Spark, and then the Voyage Home, and you know, the Wrath of Khan, and Star Trek the movie too also, which I do also have that too also. You know, and on and on and on, guys, and on and on and on. Beetlejuice and all the good stuff, So this will be that Star Trek right here, which is beautifully done too also. I'm trying to keep the glare off. The motion picture. Visually and stunning. It was just damn near beautiful. Like it was like the ultimate Star Trek featurette. Especially if you was into really a Star Trek, you would be really there. You know, it's like almost like a voyage back in time, if you will. Especially if you follow Kirk through all his adventures. And especially if somebody just asks you, well, what's the first episode of Star Trek on the complete motion picture? On the complete series? See, you were supposed to know that, you know. But a lot of people, they just take things differently. So it's just like it's pretty weird. Guys, collect what you like. Buy a physical media. Do your thing. America 3000. He's going to give them the fireworks. He's going to give them a big show and stuff like that. Because keep in mind, these people have the Earth has been blowing up, and these are the only survivors from a different planet. So what they're doing is they're living off of the relic stuff that that they can find that was left over from the deserted old planet. And what he was is that he was a colonel from another planet, and he just came back down and found out that they were behind the times because our Earth was already destroyed. So this is like the Earth of 3,000 years after the fact, and he's giving them some old 20th century ass kicking. El Presidente, he says. El Presidente. And then it wages war between the two girls, between them two, because they're the Amazon Queen, and she thinks that she's allowing him to take over because it was supposed to be nothing but the broads to take over, and they don't need any man for anything. But she's in love with him, the one with the long blonde hair, and she's adapting to change, and she wants this to happen. But the other one with the dark hair, the brunette, she doesn't want it because she doesn't want a man to take over because she thinks she's going to lose her right as the queen. So they begin to turn on her. America 3000, one of my favorites. Check it out. She wants to overthrow her now. She wants to go and have her killed. Hey guys, a lot of media to put away for today. So guys, thank y'all for checking me out at Popcorn and Gore. And we're going to go ahead on and get this stuff put away. And I have everything organized. So now I got my total list for everything ready to go. I'll be ready to order stuff. Plus I'll be ordering a steelbook for this too also, because I'm a huge fan of Kelly LeBrock. I remember when this first came out, everybody wanted to make a broad, especially when we was in, I was in what, the 6th or 7th grade when this came out. Everybody wanted to make a broad. And then when they saw Kelly came out, that was it. It's purely sexual. Yeah, those are the days. And so I have some things already put together, so I'm just going to, this is all the stuff that's going to be ordered, like I said, guys. And then so far we have all these are what you're going to go to shuffle. All these are fantasy-wise. So once I have everything all put together, that shelf already put together, everything else will be pretty cool. We all grew up on the Ghostbusters too also, which was another favorite too also. Ghostbusters 1 and 2 already in the side. Sigourney Weaver, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, I'm sorry, and was it Rick Moranis, who was the gatekeeper? Gozer. Smoke if you got him. Also loved him in Spaceballs, which I do have Spaceballs too also. Mel Gibson, one of my favorites too also, because I also went to the movies to see that. The Punisher, Dolph Lundgren. I have all the Dolph Lundgren stuff. I am punishment. I am justice. It's punishment here in me. So I have everything pretty much ready to go. So yeah, and Sharks were in Venice too also. Now guys get a chance, you check out Mega Piranha. Mega Piranha was pretty badass. Mega Piranha. Poseidon Rex. These are all Sci-Fi features. It's mini-series features. Shark vs. Octopus. Sharks in Venice and all the rest of them, this is a 12-pack feature. I'll show you guys what's just some of the ones in here too also. These are all Sci-Fi features. All those are inside of those. Not bad for a treat. And I do also have Jaws too. Also, I have Jaws, but I had Jaws in the action section over there because I had it already organized too also. I think in that particular collection over there, it was, let's take a look. Now, when I had put this collection together, it was Fury. So let's move Fury out of the way, which is another good movie, by the way. So these are some of the collections that I do have in this particular collection right here. This is the action adventure side of things. So just move Fantastic Four out of the way. So there's Jaws right there. So I had put Jaws away yesterday in that collection. Hard Target 2, man, you got this thing rocks too also. So I always got this already organized already. To show you guys some of the features that I do have in this particular section. Day After Tomorrow, Violent Daisy. And yes, I also do have Rambo and all that kind of good stuff. Everybody's over here. You guys just can't see it, but it's over here. Then I have others behind that too, also behind that in the back there too, also. But yeah, I have everything all set up, and this is already organized already. This particular section. That's how it looks when it's all set up. Looks totally badass. It almost looked just like how my other section came out pretty good up there. It's totally badass. So that will be the section we'll be working on right now, section 6. Once I get that all organized and get all that stuff all put in, everything else will be ready to go and be looking pretty much badass. So down to my action adventure. And then for my westerns, pretty much badass. So then we have our sci-fi classics. So this is where we are on the top. On the other stuff over there where the outer limits are, that's where the classics go on that side. And I'm kind of separating them. So the section I'm working on now is not a part of the classics, but it's neighboring the collection. So I have one side for classic sci-fi, another side for sci-fi fantasy, which I'm working on right now. All this is fantasy. So I'm working on all getting all that together and put up and set up. Once I have everything all ready to go, everything else will be pretty much ready to go too. Also, look, we have our Atomic Blonde, Doomsday, which is another one of my favorites too also. Road Warrior. Everybody's pretty much over here just chilling there. Getting everything all ready to go. So basically, the Road Warrior one right here too also, because I do also have that one too also. Along with that too also, so I did have Mad Max Road Warrior. I also do have that on Blu-ray, which of course you see right there. Then I also have Fury Road along with Beyond Thunderdome. Thus a deal and Face the Wheel. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. There it is. And like I said, I'll be getting Battlestar Galactica, because I do also have it on my hard drive. I will be getting 2004 version of Battlestar Galactica Space 1999, Buck Rogers, all that stuff. I already have all that on my hard drive, but I'll be ordering it, and it's going to be on that shelf over there, because all of it's going to be part of fantasy. So that Dune is pretty awesome right there too. Also, I actually have reviewed that before. Dune, Paul Muad'Dib, and Arrakis controls the spice. So this is definitely a badass one right here. So all that's going to be my fantasy stuff. So I have to put that ready to go and get that. And everybody will be in the basket. So that way, once I put them in the basket, they're all organized. And then I can take them over to the shelf and have everybody all put together. But for right now, all these ones on here is the ones going to be on the shelf. So I'm going to write down too, Escape from Galaxy 3 has to go on here. So it will turn out to be an entire, that's why I automatically put 29 on there, because I knew I forgot something. Yep. So that's where 29 will go. So 29 movies will go on that new shelf. Escape from Galaxy 3 will be on that one. So I'm going to write that down as soon as I get off of here. And I have everything already ready to go. So guys, thank y'all for checking out the collection. And thank y'all guys for getting involved in all this good stuff. Media is coming out really good. This selection is coming out really good. Actually, the shelves are coming out really good because I'm actually doing them piece by piece and organizing them all in, along with backlighting, which I can change the colors on to also. So all of the media is coming out pretty much pretty cool. So once I get everything all set up, I have everything all ready to go. So guys, thank y'all for checking out Popcorn and Gore. I know I haven't done a video for a while, but this should suffice because I've been busy trying to get media on the shelf. And then, like I said, I don't pay attention to that streaming versus collecting physical media because I'm too busy collecting physical media. So while y'all guys sitting there arguing and streaming, I'll be collecting. You know, these people out here, they don't have nothing going on, but they just try to get money out of people. So, like I say, it's I'd rather have the disc. I'd rather collect. I'd rather own. This is why I have a lot of shit. A lot of this. This is what I like to see. This. Not a bunch of click the button TV shit. Because what happens is every time you click, it's costing you. So you might as well go ahead on and pay for it and have it. And that way, whenever you want to watch it, you can have it. And this is proof of that. Because once I order all these, they go on a shelf. This will be part of the Ultimate Collection. And this will be part of my Sci-Fi Fantasy Adventure. That's what that shelf is going to be on. And then when all this stuff comes in, I'll show that shelf off and have all of this stuff. Because some of the stuff is here right now. So I just put everything together and put them on this shelf. Because what you're looking at is a nice, good collection of, but I want us to have all these starting off on the first beginning. Because what happens is if I end up going over to another shelf, I'll just create another shelf and have everything all put together. But as of tonight's feature, we also have America 3000 playing in the background. Then after that, we will be having the Eliminators. Then we'll be having the Time Guardian play. And then we'll be going on and on to the rest of them. So I have a lot going on already. And then I'll be digging from other features to also that I'll be putting onto the list to also that I'll be adding from out of my Mill Creek Invasion collection, which is I already have on the shelf already. And everything is working out pretty good. So we're going to go ahead on and finish off with the Time Guardian and the Arenas. And having them put, into a different collection. And then we will start moving to post-apocalyptic stuff, because this is where we're getting to now, this post-apocalyptic stuff. We're here, Mel Gibson and all that doomsday shit, all that shit that's from out of nowhere, post-apocalyptic stuff, Battlestar Galactica, Survivor, Robot Overlords, Pacific Rim, that post-apocalyptic type of stuff, So we'll get to all that, and over here to also Total Recall and stuff like that. And this is also the other one too. Also forgot to show y'all. This is the slipcover for that. And then keep in mind, I also do have it over here on VHS, right there. Space Troopers. So I have all the Space Troopers, which is pretty easy to go to. Then these are starting off my post-apocalyptic too, also Dawn Seeker, Aliens, and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah. So guys, thank y'all for checking me out, and thank y'all for subscribing to all my new subscribers. And don't forget, guys, check out my other videos that I do also have up already. And then, because this is the entire month, it's going to be nothing but catered towards sci-fi fantasy. It may go all the way until February. Then once after February comes, we'll be back into my exploitation. And then, I'm sorry, before the exploitation, we have a binge watch TV series. Yeah, I forgot. We be on the TV series, binge watch TV series. So we be over here, Three's Company, stuff like that, watching all those ones. So these will be on the February's list. So just got to give y'all guys a lineup of what I'll be doing next, because since I got all my box set TV shows already set up, guys, check out my binge watch TV series too also, which I already have up. Yeah, that contains from both of the two shelves all of my featured box set series of all my collections of TV shows and series. So yeah, it's looking pretty badass. Already up shelf to shelf. Already looking pretty good. So guys, thank y'all for checking out Popcorn and Gore flicks. And I'm busy trying to get all this stuff already ordered. And like I said, this is a perfect time to collect. And especially while people are really acting stupid, this is the perfect time to go ahead on and collect and get your collection established the way how you want it. Get everything all set up. Order from all the boutique labels that you kind of want to have. And always have something going on the screen without any commercials, without any kind of bullshit. And then you have special features, and you have everything that you need to have in the background playing. If you guys didn't know, the first time is America 3000, which is one of my favorites. And now we'll be moving on to also to the Time Guardian. Then we'll be going to the Terminator, and along with Cyborg 2, just a lot of that 80s stuff we're going to be running to also. And then we move forward with The Vengeance of She and Battle Beyond the Sun. So that will be the next up feature. So for right now, this is what we have going on. Classic, action, fantasy, post-apocalyptic adventures. Thank you guys for checking me out. And keep collecting. Peace. See you all on my next upload. Thanks to all my new subscribers. And thanks for everybody who took the time to check me out. And keep collecting, guys. Don't worry about all that foolish stuff. Keep collecting and keep buying. Peace.